I replied to her with a frown. That's different, Lola. We're not Luna, we're not betas or anything. We had no obligation to this pack, especially after Tyler. Maya growled, but her words made sense. She was right though, if we were Luna, we would have died along with our friends and family. After settling in, Grandma and I went back downstairs. Grandma insisted on making dinner even though my dad grumbled in disagreement. I knew he was happy to see his mom though. He needed his family after losing Mom. She may have not been his mate, but he'd been with her for 20 years. As we ate dinner, I nearly jumped off my seat hearing the mind link click in my head. The mind link hadn't worked since I decided to leave the pack. A deep, husky voice ran through my head. I practically shivered as it swirled in my ear, around my head and out the other. Report to training at the pack house, 10 a.m. Do not be late. I look forward to meeting you. A male's husky voice rolled around in my head, rough and commanding. Was that Alpha Asher? I found myself speaking out loud. Dad, Sean and Grandma gave me looks of confusion. What, Lola? My dad frowned. An eaten spaghetti hung from his fork. A guy told me to report for training tomorrow. I sounded unsure. Was it his beta? That was Alpha Asher. Sean nodded, his lips pressed in a thin line. My dad nodded. He likes doing things himself. He makes everyone train. I scowled at the two of them. I didn't like being forced into doing anything. Don't worry, Lola. If you're no good, he won't make you fight. He just likes to see what everyone is capable of. Sean told me, his frown permanently etched onto his face. I can fight just fine. I snapped at him. I no longer wanted to be treated like some dainty little girl. I may be small, but I can handle my own. Since when? Finally a smirk formed on his face. The only other expression I had seen on his face was a frown. I glared at him. Since I left this pack, I haven't been sitting on my ass for an entire year. I'll be there tomorrow for training too. We'll see how good you really are, little sis. He smirked at me, only pissing me off further. Tyler was a big advocate on men fight better than women. It was good to know my brother felt the same. Chris pushed me to the breaking point more times than I could count. I had no doubt that I could handle most of the male wolves here. I spent the rest of the afternoon with my family. Grandma tried to raise their moods, but they had been sitting in misery for who knows how long. I followed my grandma outside and helped her straighten out the wilting flowers that crowded the outside of the house. By the time we were finished pulling up the dead flowers and planting new ones, I was exhausted and covered in dirt. And you call yourself old? I huffed at her, taking long gulps of the lemonade she had made for me. She chuckled at my statement and rolled her eyes. Years and years of working in my garden, dear. Let's make that a part of your training. She laughed, and I gave her a frightened look. You're gonna work me to death, Grandma. And I thought Chris was an evil dictator. I shuddered in fear. My grandma cackled and chewed meat inside. By the time I finally collapsed on my bed, I was knocked out cold without a second thought.